to truly go after what you want, to truly manifest your biggest dreams and the desires that you have that live in your mind, that you think about and dream about. You have to detach from yourself. You also have to detach from everyone around you. Detach from praise and also detach from negative judgments. Because if you let yourself get all happy and base validation off of praise, you also will attach invalidation and feeling unworthy when you are rejected or when you fail. Everything has to come from within you. All of your validation, all of your self-worth, all of your confidence. And you have to know fully that what you desire, you already have. Because you already have it in the mental plane. You also already have it on the spiritual plane, where all possibilities exist. You just have to tune your frequency to be the same frequency as your desire. Everything that you want is possible. And we all have 24 hours in a day. It's just about what we do with the constraints of time and with the physical world. But that's what most people think, right? Everything's about time, action, putting in effort. And I'm not bullshitting you and saying that those things aren't important. It's very important to manage your time and to take action, inspired action. But the most important thing is your energy. Say person A has healthy eating habits, visualizes all the time, has a high value mindset, an abundance mindset, is so full of self-worth, truly knows and believes that everything they desire they already have. It's coming, and they already have it. It's not even coming. It's like person A believes they already have it and live in the energy of having the life that they desire. Person A doesn't even see their desire as a desire anymore, because those types of people know they already have what they want energetically. And this person is going to attract way more and receive way more, and magical things and miracles are going to happen in this person's life compared to person B, who may know some things about manifestation, maybe visualizing, trying to do all of this action, putting in work, putting in effort, but still has certain beliefs that limit them. The thing is, any type of limiting belief is an illusion. The concept of limiting beliefs is a lie. Because in actuality, nothing limits you. Yes, there are constraints of the 3D world. Like, I'm pretty sure that we can't fly into space and grow wings or like turn purple if we just think about it. I'm pretty sure. But there are so many things that are possible for us that your subconscious mind doesn't believe is possible for you. So you have to normalize it. Normalize what you desire as your everyday life. We have to normalize living in the way of our desire already being ours energetically and aligning our frequency with our desires. But what stops us could be many things, but the main things that I believe a lot of people experience blocking their manifestations is when you doubt yourself and when others around you aren't on the same frequency, so you lower yourself to meet their expectations, to stay in the same tax bracket, to have similar habits, to connect by gossiping, by staying in their bubble, because we subconsciously know, based on evolution, things like that, if we are exiled from our kingdom or village or whatever, it's going to be way harder for us to survive compared to living in a village of people. And we also subconsciously know that if we change very fast, and change always starts with a decision, like it just starts with one decision, and then you can just move like that, be like that, be in that frequency all the time, and things just start rearranging and happening magically. And then other people could be like, oh, you're different. Other people are going to be jealous. Other people that see you rising, and they might feel below you, but that's of course ego, feeling that there's above and below and me versus them, and that's all ego. And what I really want you to know is completely stop caring what people think if you want to succeed in anything. Everybody experiences doubt. Everybody is going to get rejected or fail in some sort of way in life. Not everybody is going to go through life perfectly, because life, it's all about learning from experience. But if you let yourself not go after what you want just because your family doesn't have faith in you, just because your friends may be all on some sort of frequency that doesn't match you, you don't even have to go solo. You don't have to shelter yourself from the world, because a lot of things happen where, like, a lot of times a person will go to a monk monastery and adapt to being in that like high vibrational state, and then go back to the real world, and then they just go back to being how they were, because you have to actually be resilient and be in a high frequency at all times, no matter what happens externally. And that is a huge thing about self-doubt and detaching from yourself and detaching from others, because if you identify with your own identity, if you identify with what you look like and base validation off of external things, base your self-worth and your self-confidence, and if you feel deserving of anything based off of external things such as money or other people's praise, or whether people reject you or not, accumulation of possessions, anything in the 3D, which is all illusion. 3D is a game. It's literally like a game. It's just a game that we were incarnated in, and people don't realize this though. People take things as they are, and they don't believe in themselves. They don't believe in their God-given visions. They don't believe in anything but just what things seem to be and what they were told. But I'm here to tell you that what is in your mind, whatever you've been dreaming about and desiring, you already have it. You already have it. You just have to set yourself up to be living in that world fully, in every single way possible, in your thoughts, thinking that way, acting that way, feeling that way, speaking that way, walking that way. Every single thing about you. Because once your energy is aligned with that frequency that is on the same vibration as what you want, everything that you do is different than the other frequency that you had been in the past that created unwanted results and manifested an unwanted reality. The way to stop caring about what anybody thinks is to realize that everyone, no matter how much you think that they support you or believe in you or want you to do great, or maybe there's people who want to see you fail, there's people who doubt you, it doesn't matter what they think, because what they think has nothing to do with you at all. What they think about you, what they think about your achievements, your embodiment, whatever your dreams are, it doesn't fucking matter, because what they see you as is an illusion, because they only see you as a projection of themselves, because reality is a mirror. When I go and I'm around other people, I see projections of myself in them. You see people how you see yourself. So if you are seeing others negatively, then there are things within yourself that you see as negative, and you need to clear that. You need to clear that. That is a direct response from the universe. Your reality mirrors back to you what is within. So if you are going out around people, or if you live with your family, live with anybody, if you're around anybody in the entire world and you focus on what's wrong with them, that is clear insight that you are focusing on those things within yourself. Then that shows a direct correlation with what you focus on about your own self-worth and self-concept. And self-concept is a huge, huge thing in manifestation, because you, in essence, are God, right? You are a God, and everybody is their own God, and everybody can create their own lives based on being, just being, right? But if you are being in a way that is not realizing that you are God, and if you just think you are not deserving of what you want, the amount of money, putting a cap on what you deserve, putting a cap on how much money you can make, putting a cap on whatever type of relationship you feel like you can attract, you are setting yourself up for failure for no reason. Everything is a manifestation. Everything in your life that is on physical display in your material reality has a direct correlation with an aspect of yourself within. So if you are experiencing self-doubt, and if you experience caring what people think, and then you dim yourself, or you don't do certain things because you're afraid of failure or afraid of rejection, it's just like, there's no point in doing that. All you have to do is just not do that. It's that simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Focus on what you want and be that person that has what you want. It's not hard. You're making it hard by thinking that it's hard. Don't think that it's hard. Think that what you want is easy. Think that to manifest what you desire is easy. But also, don't focus on the external world, because then you are focusing on effects, when it makes no sense to try to manifest by putting a lot of work into something and not doing inner work or visualizing or going within and changing your thoughts, changing your beliefs, because you are wasting your time if you are doing that. You can't change effects with effects. You have to change the effect with the cause, right? So if you don't like your life the way it is, or if you want to manifest something new into your life that you haven't been able to manifest before, you have to change your internal state. Because if you have been manifesting certain unwanted circumstances or problems or people in your life, lack, whatever, it's because of the frequency that you've been tuning into. It's because of the mental states of consciousness that you have been predominantly living in. It's because of the feelings that you've been predominantly feeling. It's because of the actions you've been predominantly taking. It's because of the words that you've been predominantly saying. It's very important to focus on your self-concept in a way that you see yourself as God.